Welcome back to Gen Z Reviews. I'm your host, Sam, and today I will be reviewing and demonstrating the three items you see before you. This pocket thumbstick-esque USB hub, please pardon my little bottle cap stand, can be used with your notebook, computers, basically anywhere you need a USB hub. I already broke the seal for convenience sake, make it easier and move this along. It's a 3.0 USB hub, so you have one male USB and three female for, devices of your choosing, whatever it may be. And yes, all 3.0 ports are backwards compatible to 2.0 and 1.0. Just be advised that anything below 3.0 will run at their respective speeds. Now, I know there's not a lot to this, but I recently acquired a ROG gaming PC with very few USB ports, and I was looking for a way to add more, and this just fit the bill. It adds 3 more USB ports, and it works great for me. Just be sure, if you do decide you need something like this, or you decide to purchase it, be sure to support this hub when unplugging something or plugging something in, because it's not very rock solid. It will wiggle around, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to put this off to the side for just a moment, and we will come right back to it. Next up is a little pocket memory card reader from Uni, not sure how it's pronounced. I was in need of a new and additional memory card reader, and I came across this one. This works with standard and mini memory cards. It has both 3.0 USB A and C. So what can it be used with? You can use it with any mobile devices that use a USB-C connection, a laptop, and desktop PC. Give me a moment. I'm going to go hook this up to my potato laptop with 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's actually the same laptop I used in my prior review. You can take a look at the info card. It'll be in one of the corners. Probably up here somewhere. As you can see, I've got everything hooked up. And yes, I'm sure you're wondering, why not just plug it directly into the laptop? It's because I wanted to run Crystal Disk Mark to check the read-write speed between the laptop and the memory card via the USB hub. And as you can see here, these are the results that came back from Crystal Disk Mark. Now, I'm not entirely sure on, how accurate this is to 3.0 speeds. Maybe somebody can elaborate in the comments. Please be cordial. Now, I'm going to move a file from the laptop to the memory card. Words. Now, the size of this video file is 375 megabytes. So we're going to cut and paste. And once it's moved, I will move it back just to show how fast it is. And we're going to repeat. In my opinion, that was pretty quick for a 375 megabyte file. Last item in the video is the Kecow stylus. It's not a joke, I promise. If you're in need of a stylus and find it easier to do artwork and or writing with a stylus, this is an affordable option for only $16. Now, while it doesn't have all the bells and whistles of the more expensive ones you can buy, it serves its purpose, and it worked for me when I was working on a piece of art. So included is a charging cable. Don't mind the length. It's about as long as an unmentioned brand. Excuse me, I had a tickle in my throat. Also, they provide a extra little tip. It's real tiny. I don't know how well we're going to be able to see this. It's a mesh tip that you can use in case the stylus itself dies, which is nice. The stylus itself, you have the button here to turn it on. It glows blue, so you know it has power. And there is your charging port to charge said device. And this is magnetized, so you can hear it stick. And also in the box, they provide the user manual. Let's see if we can get this to, see? Oop. There we go. Told you I wasn't kidding. You would think that this whole user manual is just filled to the brim with useful information, when it in fact is not. It's multiple different languages with no real helpful information. Just the product specification, troubleshooting, usage information. Nothing that's really helpful. I don't even know. There we go. Next, we will demonstrate. Me and the mouse in my pocket, when I say we, will demonstrate how it works. So I've just turned on the stylus, and here you can see you can scroll through the device just using a fairly simple painting app. It's free, not being paid to use it or anything like that. So, works fairly well. Takes almost no pressure at all to use. I know you can't really see that, it's hard to tell, but just using my two little fingers and no pressure at all. I'm just coloring. We'll switch out the end cap for the other piece. And I'm going to turn the power off, so now we cannot use this, the actual pencil, quote-unquote, end of the stylus to draw. But with the power off, you can still use, I'm not sure how to, let's do it this way. We'll just erase that and then switch back. And you can see that I can indeed still draw even though the stylus is off. This does not connect via Bluetooth, as you watched. All I did was turn it on, and it worked. Now, I mention that because if I were to sit my hand on the device while drawing, it wouldn't work. It doesn't have palm rejection. So, that's one thing that's, it's not a deal breaker for me personally, but for somebody else it may be. I can't really complain compared to what I was using before purchasing this. It works a heck of a lot better because before I was using a lead pencil with aluminum foil, which surprisingly worked. And I mean, it actually works. It's not perfect. It's not great, but I mean, it works nonetheless. You do have to use a bit more pressure with this, but it still works nonetheless. And I'll demonstrate this one once again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative, useful. by all means, please leave comments. Please be cordial. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Share with your friends. And I'll see you in the next one. Hope you join me.